Today I'm going to show you my simple 2-card credit card strategy. I believe that this strategy will be the best strategy for most people. As you've probably already guessed, this strategy involves using just 2 credit cards at a time. This strategy simplifies the process. I see too many people juggling several different credit cards trying to get 5% cash back on every purchase that they make. In my opinion, juggling several different credit cards is a pretty painful strategy. I prefer for my finances to be simple and straightforward. It doesn't have to be complicated. Since you'll only be using 2 credit cards, it's also a bit easier to avoid overspending. And probably more important, there are less credit cards to keep track of. The likelihood of you forgetting to double check to make sure you will pay your card off on time is going to be lower if you only have 2 credit cards that you're using at a time. What I do is I have a 2% cashback on every purchase that I make credit card. Like the SoFi credit card, which currently pays 2.2% cashback on every purchase that I make. I then combine this with a credit card that has a sign-up bonus. My current card is the Amex Everyday, which is hard for me to recommend. I didn't actually do any research before getting this card, and it turns out the welcome bonus is only worth $60 or $100 depending on how the points are redeemed. Not my best choice. If you're looking for ideas, consider checking out the Churning subreddit and view their flowchart. The basic idea of this strategy is to use the 2% cashback credit card on your automatic payments. This would be your phone bill, insurance, Netflix, or whatever it may be. You then also have another credit card that has a sign-up bonus. One example of a sign-up bonus card would be the Capital One Saver One card, which is a no annual fee credit card that will give users $200 after they spend $500 within the first 3 months. Just use the Capital One Saver One card to buy things you're going to buy anyway. I'm assuming that most of us will spend more than $500 on groceries, entertainment, eating out, or whatever it may be over the next 3 months. Just use this card that has a sign-up bonus to buy things you're going to buy anyway. Once you get the bonus, just sign up for a new credit card with a sign-up bonus. You can pick up a new credit card with a sign-up bonus every 3 or 6 months, possibly more often depending on your spending habits. I'll have some solid suggestions later on in this video. Otherwise, that's a simple 2-card strategy. A 2% cashback credit card for your automatic payments. This card can also be used for all of your payments in between churning credit cards. Doing this allows you to get hundreds of dollars in statement credits, cashback, points, for travel every year from buying things you're going to buy anyway. I would like to note that beginners may need to wait about a year or so before they can really start to do this, since many of these credit cards require a credit score of 670 to 700 in order to get them. Beginners should start out with a beginner-friendly credit card like a secure credit card or a credit builder card. 2 solid credit builder options are Chime and Vero, both of which offer a credit card that's similar to using a debit card. Some people are also able to get a cashback credit card as their first credit card. The go-to recommendation is usually the Discover It credit card, which also has a $100 welcome bonus when you sign up using someone's referral link. And Discover offers secure credit cards as well. Beginners can get a no annual fee credit card and just buy gas with it for a few months. Once you get comfortable using and paying off the credit card, you can start using it more often. It's important to pay the card off on time every time. Do this and your credit score will improve. Overspending on the card and paying late fees and interest ruins the point of getting credit cards and ruins the point of this strategy. The entire point of churning credit cards is to benefit from credit cards. Some solid 2% cashback credit cards would be the SoFi credit card and the Citi Double Cash. SoFi used to have a $50 bonus for their credit card, but it appears like this is currently unavailable. Right now, the Citi Double Cash is offering a $200 sign-on bonus when users spend $1,500 within the first 6 months. If the bonus is no longer available when you view this video, you may want to consider waiting for a bonus to pop up before applying for the Citi Double Cash. Also, feel free to use any card you want. This 2% card will be your main card, and your main card may change over time. Because of the welcome bonus, I'm going to actually recommend the Citi Double Cash over the SoFi credit card. Some solid credit cards to get for their sign-up bonus would be the Chase Freedom Flex and Chase Freedom Unlimited. These 2 cards are something to consider getting early on since Chase has a 524 rule, which means that if you have opened 5 or more credit cards in the past 24 months, it's unlikely you will be approved for most Chase credit cards. Since both of these cards give $200 after making $500 in purchases and have no annual fee, it's worth considering picking up. Once again, for beginners, you'll likely have to boost your credit score first before you can get either credit card. Otherwise, there are several solid cards after both of these. The Capital One Saver One and the Blue Cash Everyday are two solid cards that come to mind. I'd also like to note that with this strategy, you should customize it for yourself. Maybe chasing credit card rewards results in you spending too much, so maybe just using one credit card or no credit card will be the way to go for you. Maybe using a 2% cashback credit card combined with a card like the Citi Custom Cash, which gives users 5% cash back on their highest monthly spend category, will be the way for some. Or even getting cards that focus on travel instead of cash back. There have been a couple of times in which I've gotten 2 credit cards with a sign-up bonus at the same time. Since I had a big purchase I was going to make, and there was going to be some other purchases within that month that I was going to make anyway. So might as well get some cash bonuses in the process. I would also like to note some cons of this strategy. When you apply for new credit cards, your credit score will take a temporary hit, especially in the beginning. Someone who is looking to take out a loan in the near future may want to wait before churning credit cards. As time goes on, the hits to your credit score will go down. Also, there are certain cards you will be unable to get if you have applied for too many credit cards in the past 2 years or so, like with the Chase cards. Some cards end up getting closed if you never use them. This isn't necessarily too big of a problem since you may be able to reapply to the card and get the sign-up bonus again after a couple years. Still, if it's an older card, there may be a temporary hit to your credit score if it's closed down due to inactivity. And a final warning would be to avoid overspending. The real benefits come when you just use the card to buy something you are going to buy anyway. It can be tempting to overspend in order to max out some bonus or whatever it may be. I would encourage you to avoid doing this. The goal is to benefit from credit cards. If this strategy is done correctly, you'll be able to maintain a good to excellent credit score, along with pocketing hundreds of dollars every year from credit card bonuses. Although for people who can't control their spending with credit cards, the benefits will be shrouded by high interest debt and late fees. These people may want to consider avoiding credit cards in general.